What's up, everybody? Jonathan Rose, owner, Masters in Trading. Today's trade comes from Pablo. Pablo and I both found unusual option activity in FSLY. I got this email August 15th. At first, we found a $1.3 million trade in the 70 strike in March 2021. This trade was far out, way out. But then Pablo found another 800,000 trade, 3,500 puts traded on the 70 strike. Today, Pablo took off the trade. He made $6,000. I think he took off the trade. I'll walk you through how he found the trade, how he laddered into it. But I'm also going to say this was not an easy trade. This was a frustrating trade. But once you have an opinion, especially for those who buy options, I was a market maker for 5 years. I don't like selling options. I'm an options buyer. I like figuring out what my risk is going to be, deciding that beforehand, and then the market's going to do what the market's going to do. So let's get going. Okay, so we have our unusual option activity tool right here. This trade was actually done before the tool was released. It was when it was in its infancy, when Pablo was still building the tool. You can see here, FSLY just kept popping up over and over and over. At a 22,000 results, 4 trades on FSLY. And I looked specifically going back to that time period. And you can see the date of the trades right here. First, there was that August 6th. Look at that volume. Third, what is that? 137,000. The 20-day average volume was 40,000. You'll notice the average volume goes up over time. Why does that happen? Well, obviously, it's because look at these orders. They're taking the average volume up. But somebody knows something. They came in and bought huge amounts of FSLY implied volatility. Most of the activity we found was on the puts. The biggest trade, that $1.3 million trade, was absolutely on the puts. Again, taking you back to that original email, $1.3 million on the 70 strike puts, and then we found another $800,000, $900,000 trade. These are really big orders, guys. These aren't small traders. When people do trades like this, they're doing them for a reason. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they probably know a little bit more than we do. Again, though, not an easy trade. Let me show you exactly how Pablo did this. My good friend was nice enough to share all his trades. So here we go. The first trade that Pablo executed was August 14th. August 14th is going to be right here. We're not going to always buy the bottom. We're not going to always sell the top. Again, have an opinion. Make a decision what you're comfortable risking before you get in the trade. Get in the trade, and then the market's going to do what the market's going to do. As traders in life, you can only control what's in your control. No reason to worry about things that you can't control at all. Pablo gets in. The market goes against him. Bummer, right? Well, is it a bummer? Or if you like buying puts, which is a downward bet, maybe you see this as opportunity. So here, he's able to get in again, 820. Small, 1, 1, 1. Ladder into the position. The market still goes up. He's able to do another one. That one's going to be on 9.2 right there. He does one more. Market goes down. Probably starts to feel pretty good. Doesn't do any trades. Feels like, okay, we finally got him. I took some pain, but now I'm on the right side. But then what happens? The market stays the same. At that time, Pablo doesn't do anything until, oh, bleep, the market goes higher, and he does one more right here. That's going to be on 921. So right now, Pablo has done 5 different one lots. Kind of messed around in this muck a little bit. He's had some good feeling about the trade, some bad feeling about the trade. Overall, I would say he's probably feeling a little bit sour about the trade, right? The final trade, Pablo really tried to cost average here with a 3 lot. So he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 5. And then he's got right here, He puts on that extra 3, so now he's long 8 puts. What does FSLY do? Sucks. Jeez. He's probably thinking, along with myself, oh man, they bought all those puts. He knows that long puts plus long stock equals long call. So what we were thinking is, oh geez, maybe those big orders weren't necessarily buying puts. Maybe they were synthetically buying calls. Definitely a possibility, right? When you're in a trade, it starts going against. Traders, right, we get upset. We start to rationalize. We start to think that we're wrong. But you don't just cover options. You don't trade options with a stop. Again, we talked about when you get into a trade like this, you make the decision beforehand. You make that decision right here. Here, you're managing money laddering into the trade. Oh, great. I bought it at 10. Now I can buy it at 8. It's on sale. I still like it. Nothing has changed. That's all he was doing. Well, we like to say luck is the residue of design. Education mitigates risk. FSLY comes out with absolutely dreadful earnings. Fortunately, the stock got hammered. The stock continues to get hammered. Pablo is now in the driver's seat. But because this was such a tough hold, such a frustrating hold, I think he's doing the smart thing. In this case, what's the smart thing? You know what? Just lock in profit, move on. Trading is hard. You dealt with a lot of aggravation. The market's going to give you what we kind of see as a gift. Because again, not an easy trade at all. For a while we thought, oh shit, we're probably wrong. It just might be that synthetic that we thought about. But don't give up. It goes your way. Lock in profit. Move on. Pablo, thanks for sharing your trade. Great trade. The big lesson here, guys, well, for one, you have to follow unusual option activity. As a market maker, the only indicator we would follow is unusual options activity. That's it. No technical analysis at all. If you want to play around with the tool, you can email support@mastersinTrading or just head over to mastersinTrading.com/UOA monthly. This tool right now, prices go up in 2021, is $147 per month. Guys, my name is Jonathan Rose. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this, subscribe, give it a like, email support@mastersinTrading if you got any questions.